Now then, Sandy, Camps and Coffee. Finally out of the camp. It's been nearly a year, and if you recognise this place, I'm currently in the Peak District for one nighter. So I'm up against the clock a bit. It's just gone 4 o'clock, and I need to get up there and try and get pitched up before it gets dark. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Loving it. See you in a bit. Apologies for the delay, but it was getting dark. I had to get set up and I've just been chilling out for a bit. But we're up in the glorious Peak District. There's someone up there. Just see the light over there, look. If that's you, mate. I don't know who that is, but hello. So we're in the Cloud Peak 2. Now I've only got limited recording stuff tonight because I wasn't particularly going to do one, but I've got some new kit today. So we've got the Rab, let's get my jacket out of the way, Rab Ascent 900, and I've got my Cedar Summit under there, and then I've got a format under there, some electricals and food, down jacket again, which you've seen, waterproofs, dry clothes for later on. I've got my down booties, down trousers. There's the kitchen, a little bit of whiskey, as it was only a last minute thing. I've got some little beverages here, so we've got a Brewdog Candy Kittens, we've got, what's this one, just put that there. Stuff today, so apologies for the crap videos. I've got a Puppet Master, which is a 69% equaliser, hazy IPA, 5.3, 5.8, 5.3, and then Candy Kittens, which is a raspberry and guava pale ale. So we're having them and a drop of whiskey. So yeah, I'll bring you back when we're back in the town. Excellent, brilliant. So I have just been sat here waffling for the last 5 minutes and the camera wasn't even switched on. Brilliant, excellent stuff. Anyway, so I'll try again. So Andy, Camps and Coffee, it's been a while. First of all, Happy New Year to you guys. It's 2023. We are on the 5th of February. My plan was, and I have failed already, but my plan was to do a camp, at least one camp per month. But here in the UK, January, it was just, weather was rubbish, really. It's been windy, it's been cold. And I know people are saying, well, you should still be able to get out and still do this, and I've got the kit to do it. But it's just not enjoyable. And when I go camping, I like to do it, and my missus takes the mick and says I'm a fair weather camper. And yeah, I suppose she's right a little bit, but I really enjoy getting out and actually enjoying it rather than being holed up in a tent for hours on end because it's freezing outside. But anyway, so I've had my tea. I'm all nice and cozy. I've got into my warm clothes, so I've got my down trousers on, down booties, down jacket, and I've got my merino wool long sleeve t-shirt on as well, so that's keeping me nice and toasty. You'll have seen me sleep set up earlier on, which I've now got the Rab Ascent 900, so I'm really looking forward to testing that out tonight, on top of a Cedar Summit insulated mat, and under that I've just got one of them cheap Highlander jobbies off Amazon. weighs literally next to nothing, so that just slides into the back of me rucksack. I've brought minimum filming stuff, as I explained before. Normally what I do, I'll have my little Rode mic, little tripod and stuff like that. But I thought, do you know what, I might not even film, this might not even go out. If it does go out, well, I've obviously changed my mind. But I like doing the recordings anyway, because it documents my like travels and my little adventures that I do. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's first camp in ages. I've got very minimal filming stuff with me, because I just wanted to kind of like, just enjoy it and not put myself under pressure to do a video. And I shouldn't have to do that anyway. But we've got 3 beers to try tonight. We've also got a little bit of Jura in me whiskey hip flask, which will be going in a coffee later on before I go to bed, just to warm the old cockles up. So one of the reasons why I wanted to get out tonight as well, I wanted to do a bit of I just wanted to reset the mind, just reset the old noggin, because the last few months, especially with work, it's just been it's been relentless, and I've been absolutely dying to get out and do a camp, just to chill out, just to be by myself, just to kind of like good bit of fresh air. But because I haven't been for so long, I started to feel anxious about it, and I don't know why, because to be fair, I know for a fact that as soon as I get here, I've got my kit set out, I've got all my stuff set out where I want it. I'm fine, I'm absolutely fine. And it's like today, my plan was to leave my house around about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I didn't. It was nearly 2:15 before I left. It's about an hour and a half drive to where I am now, plus it's only a couple of mile walk. My car's only parked down in Edale, and it's just a little spot that I saw last time when I was up on Grinslow Knoll, right up at the other side, where I'm not going to say it's a tarn, but it's like a body of water. When I walked back, it looked like, the best way I can describe where I am, it looks like a bit of an old quarry or something like that. It's kind of like dug out into the side of the hill. And I think because of that, I think it's kind of protected me a bit from the wind, because I keep getting the odd gust, and I think that's when it kind of like builds up behind me. But yeah, it's quite calm and quite still. I say I get the odd little rock with a tent, but I mean, this tent's, it's solid. I've got it all guyed out. I've got it all taut. I've got the guys, I don't know if any of you guys with Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2s, but I've found that with the little top hat, if you wind the bungees round so they're tight, and also when you put your guys on, wrap them round so they're tight around the pole as well, and then it pulls that out a bit more, and it seems to be absolutely fine. But yeah, anyway, back to the anxiety thing. So I've seen quite a few videos where people, and when we're talking some of the big names on YouTube, where they've mentioned their anxieties about going out wild camping. And yeah, I suppose it does take a bit just to be able to get out and get up here, because ultimately, especially tonight, I'm going to be sat in here for best part of 14-15 hours really. So I thought I've been on my own for that long, and sometimes you're thinking, do I like my own company or not? But so far so good. But yeah, if you are thinking about getting into wild camping and you are a bit unsure about it, no, give it a go. No, go with a mate first of all. No, it sounds daft, but go in your back garden. Get a bit of kit. You don't have to spend the earth on it. I mean, these Nature Hike tents, I'm not sure what they are now, but I paid, I think it was about 135, 140 quid for it about a year and a half ago. And they're all right. I mean, they're no Hillyberg, and I've seen a few videos recently where they've been flattened in the wind or something's failed on it. But yeah, for where I am and feel like the weather that we've got tonight is absolutely perfect. You know, get a decent, like an OEX sleeping bag, you know, a fairly decent insulated mat, and yeah, try it in your garden, try it in some local woods, try it on a campsite. As I say, we'll just give it a go. Right, I feel like I'm waffling a bit now anyway, so I am going to bring you back in a bit. I'm just going to chill out for a little bit longer. We're in the Peak District, aeroplanes are going over. Yeah, I'm just going to chill out for a little bit longer and I will bring you back in a bit. So, see you in a bit. Well, welcome back. Wind's picked up a bit, however the rain has stopped. In fact, I've just spent the last hour just sat outside, just chilling. I've been nice and warm, just sat and had a beer. And speaking of beer, we're going to do a bit of beer tasting. So, we are, at the moment, we're going to be going for, it's a Tiny Rebel Equalizer 8 IPA, 5.3%. So, it's that one. And I've not had this one before, but I have had Tiny Rebel stuff before. So I've got the trusty collapsible cup, and we're going to give it a go. Oh, so it's we're going on the schnoz first. It's hazy. It's got a bit of a tropically fruity kind of taste. Let's have a butcher's. Oh yeah, cloudy, what you'd expect from an IPA. Right, let's put that into the old cup holder, aka the boot. So, let's give it a taste then. Oh god, that's good. Oh, that is good. So, I'll just let you know what I've been up to for the last few hours. Time is now just gone 9 o'clock. So, oh, as if by magic, the rain's come back. Brilliant, isn't it? Not been like that for the last hour, now the rain's back. Brilliant. But, yeah, I've just been watching a YouTube video. I've just started watching Blot Outdoors. Yeah, he's different. He's into more of his stealth camping, and he looks like he's got himself in some proper decent little stealthy spots, like roundabouts, under bridges, behind garages, next to McDonald's, police stations, fire stations. No, he's camped at him and his little mate Mick. Yeah, I quite like him. He's growing on me. I don't know how I got onto him. I think he might have been in the old YouTube algorithm, but yeah, because I was saying to my missus the other day, now I follow a lot of people on YouTube, and it's a lot of the same ones. It's your Hayes Outdoors, your Paul Mesner, Andy Beavers, Solo Summiteer, all brilliant channels. But I'm getting to the point where there's clearly more out there, a lot more as well. So if you've got any recommendations, or no, if you've got a decent channel, pop a comment down below and I'll have a look, because I could just do with a bit more of a broader range. Peak District to me is basically, I say it's an hour and a half drive away, but it's closer than the Lake District. But I'm trying to look for a bit of inspiration just to kind of go a bit further afield. I know I said this in my last video, but I really want to get into woodland camping. But when I was talking about like the anxieties and stuff like that earlier on, I don't know what it is, but up here on the side of a mountain, side of a hill, I feel safer up here. No, actually, that's the wrong word. I'm not feeling safer. I feel more relaxed up here. but I suppose within the woods you've got all the different sounds, noises. So I think that's something I want to do, basically with some mates. We'll give that a try. I have got, to be honest, I have got booked in until May time. But me and two of my mates, we're going to go wild camping in some woodland. I've got some friends that's got a farm up in North Yorkshire, and they've got little copses of woods. They've got like a bit of a river, reservoir. It's all private. It's off the beaten track. But they have said that I'm more than happy to use it. Just let them know that I'm going, because we don't want all Farmer Giles coming in and tell me to get off his land when I've actually got permission to be there. But yeah, so that's coming in May, so I'm looking forward to that. Apart from the little blip in January where I didn't get out, I think hopefully we're going to have at least one camp a month. The only one, no, actually I'm telling you that, because I've just said 31st in May, so yeah, because I'm away for 2 weeks as well in May. I'm off to Florida with some friends, and missus and some friends, so that should be good. Oh. What else is going on then? Oh, we've got a puppy. If you see me Camps and Coffee Instagram, you will see that there is a bit of puppy spam, so I am sorry about that. But yeah, we got Buzz just before Christmas. Is a pure breed French bulldog, and he's totally changed our lives. I've never been a doggy person, and it's not that I don't like dogs, I've just never been around dogs. We never had dogs growing up. No, we always had cats. So for me to kind of like fall in love with this little bundle of joy, it's quite a big thing for me, that. But one thing I've noticed though, it keeps me busy. So when I'm on my days off and I've got nothing to do normally, and I'm just moping around, Buzz is there to keep me entertained. We go for walks. As much as I enjoy my ales, I didn't do a dry January, but I did do a cut out January, and I feel a lot better for it. Mental health is better. I feel better myself. So yeah, little Buzz has totally changed my life around. So yeah, I really want to bring him camping. If it was up to me, he'd be with me now. But I say he's only a puppy, and he's had all his injections and stuff like that. I think he'd be absolutely fine. But my missus, she worries a little bit about him, and to be fair, I've left her on her own today, so she wants a bit of company. And but yeah, I'm sure we'll get a bit of Camps, Coffee and Buzz at some point. Probably a bit more local. Probably when I do my local woodland camp or something like that, I'll take him with me. But with Frenchies, they've only got little legs, and I think hiking up the side of hills and stuff might just be one step too far for the little lad. Oh, what else has been going on then? As I say, probably not been camping. I'm sure it was last March. It was definitely March or April last year, definitely. Little flies are about. No, middle of winter. Where do these flies come from? Yeah, so I've been absolutely itching to get out. As I say, I took the plunge and got this rubber scent. Now, up until me sitting outside, I was laid in this, and I nearly dozed off twice. I was absolutely toasty in there. So I think tonight when I get into there, I think I'll be taking I won't have this down jacket on. I think I might be a bit too warm, to be honest, but I'll tell you what, these Nature Hike down trousers, they took an age to get here, but really good. They're supposed to be waterproof as well. I wouldn't fancy it, but yeah, they're quite nice, quite warm. and I've got my down booters on that you've seen before. They're supposed to be nature hike, but they come when it said Sundix on the side of it. So we all like Sundix, whatever that is. What have we got? So snack wise, I have just been chomping on a little bag of twirls. Which keeps me ticking over. Sorry about that. You don't really need to see me mulching away, do you? So, I am thinking of doing a giveaway. Now, not just yet, because I want to build a bit of a bit of a subscriber base. But this, it's a Goodman's Pocket DAB radio. They're worth about 40 quid. I think about 40 quid on Amazon, if you can still get them. And I know a lot of people rave about these. They're small, but the signal and the sounds, it's great. I mean, I've been listening to Craig Charles most of the night. Rechargeable battery. Yeah, get all local stations, FM and DAB. Really good. Now, I have one of these at home, boxed, unopened. So I think I may give it away. Now I don't know whether I want to give it away on YouTube or give it away on my Instagram channel. But what I would say is, if you want to be in for it, just keep looking at the socials. Like and subscribe the Camps and Coffee YouTube channel, and get yourself over to Camps and Coffee on Instagram. I am hoping my Instagram is going to be a bit more camping based this year, because I say the last couple of months it's French Bulldog and French Bulldog spam. But anyway, it keeps me happy, and that's all what matters really, I suppose. But yeah, so keep yourself tuned, and I might be giving one of these away, unless this one breaks, and I might have to replace it myself. But yeah, alright, well that's enough waffles for now. I'll bring you back in a bit if anything interesting happens. See you in a bit. Hey up, I'm back again. I don't know what happened there, but I got a little error message saying off balance, and it stopped filming. So I'm not sure how much you've got the last bit. But what I was saying was that I've got a new gimbal. It's the DJI OM4S something or other, and it's quite good because it's got face tracking, so I can go way, whoa, and it stays on. But the reason why I've got this gimbal is just to make things a bit more stable, because I just use my phone. I've got a DSLR, but it's about 10 kilos worth of kit, and it's just, that's including my tripod, and it's just like, it's not really worth bringing all that. It just weighs a ton. I'm going to need a bigger bag, and the thing is, if you get a bigger bag, you put more stuff in it, and therefore you carry more stuff. I mean, today I've got to be around about 15 kilos today with gear, which I'm not bothered, because I'm in the Cloud Peak, which has got loads of room. I've got my 4 season sleeping bag, which weighs a bit. The beers, I've got 3 bottles of water, which you can say, what is it, a kilo a litre, something like that. Oh, right, I'm gonna have to turn face tracking off. Bear with. How do I do this? Is it that one there? Ah, there we go. Face tracking's turned off now, so it shouldn't get too wobbly. I've got this warning again. I know it's not balanced, because it's all the point of having a gimbal. So yeah, this is tasty. The best way I can describe it, it tastes a bit like them, not Parma Violets, but them sweets you used to get. Them They're like, there was like, you got about 20 of them in like a long thing, little small like round pills. You'd probably get locked up now if you were seen carrying them around with you, but yeah, it tastes a bit like that. It's not bad. It's not the best one I've had, but it's all right. Hopefully it puts me to sleep. Right, what I need to talk to you about is, so I watch Good Bloke Outdoors, Liam. Really good. Really enjoy his videos. He's just very straight-laced and very chilled out. And he uses the Cloud Peak 2. And one of his recent videos, he had to bail because the zip failed on it. Now, my zip has failed before, but I've managed to fix it. And I thought, brilliant. And I felt a bit smug that I fixed it myself. I went back to Nature Hike, and basically they said, oh yeah, send us it back and we'll send you a new one out. However, sending everything back at my cost. And I thought, you know what, I can't be asked to package it up, send it back to China. Their customer service and their like trading rules over there are a hell of a lot different to ours. So if this got lost, how can I prove it? So I thought, do you know what? Now, say it was cheap enough as it was anyway, and I thought, I'll not bother, I'll try fixing it myself. Anyway, I did. Anyway, tonight, just literally now, when I've just gone out to go and sprinkle the flowers, the zip's gone. And I've had to be very careful and very slow pulling it back down. It splits. So basically, if it had been windy, I'd have been screwed. I'd have been absolutely screwed. Now I noticed Liam's from Good Bloke Outdoors. He's done what I wish I could do, and because let's be fair, the reason why we've all got Cloud Peaks is because we can't afford a Hillyberg, and a Cloud Peak 2 is a bit of a rip-off between the Solo, the Alec and the Steiker, them kind of tent. So yeah, I can't afford to throw 800-900 quid away on a tent. Mrs. Camps and Coffee. If I start, by the way, I've just bought a Hillyberg. So I can't afford that. He's bought one. So I'll probably have one eventually. Or something else. But this will do me for now. But yeah, it's gone again. So what I'm going to have to do, I think I'll have to make this side, because the good thing about the Cloud Peak, you've got the two doors. So you've got this one here, where you are, and then I've got the other one behind me, this bit here. So what I might have to do is put this door out of service and use this now as my storage area, and then use the other side from now on until I can afford a Hillyberg. Unless Mr. and Mrs. Hillyberg are watching this and you would like to send me one. That's not going to happen, is it? But yeah, I think I'm going to finish this off. I can't be asked about a coffee. If I was going to make a coffee, I've got my hip flask here. It's got a Jura Journey, which smells absolutely divine. So I'll have a couple of toots on that before I go to bed, I think. Well, good morning from the glorious Peak District, and what a glorious place it is as well. Just getting a brew on, and I'll flip it around and I'll show you what my views are like. See you in a minute. absolute glorious morning. Just going to finish my porridge. Then I'll have a bit of a tidy up and I'll have a steady mooch back to the car. I'd like to go for a bit of a hike today, but well, it's a Sunday and Sunday dinner at the mother-in-law's, so yeah. So I'll be heading back. Then we'll be on to the mother-in-law's for a bit of well, hopefully a bit of beef. So I know I didn't do much filming. Mainly did a bit of waffling. But yeah, I just thought I'd get out and just have a little bit of a chat because I've not been out for ages. So yeah, it's been a good night. Been absolutely toasted in this Rab sleeping bag. You got that hot one, so I took my down jacket off. But yeah, absolutely toasty. Only downside to it was I think I need a wider mat because this seat's somewhat comfort like. It's only the regular size. I'm quite wide, and well, I don't know if I'd been wrestling a bear in my sleep, but yeah, my mat wasn't where I was when I woke up this morning, but I was still warm. It's still absolutely toasty, so I may have to look at investing in a wider mat, shall we say. But right, I'll bring you back when we're packed up, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now. So that's us all packed up. Just show you where I've been. Just here. So we'll leave no trace as always. I'll just flip you around just to show you the site. So that's where I was. Nothing but flat and grass. I'm actually taking away more than what I come with because somebody had left a tent peg in the ground. So I'll take that back down, stick it in the bin because it was bent. It was knackered, I can't make any use of it. So yeah, I'll speak to you when we get back to the car. Enough of that. Oh. I don't think it really does it justice, but that is so steep. Excuse me. There you go. Gives it a bit of a better idea. And then down there, there's where we're going. Over there's the Great Ridge, Mamtar, looking towards Hollands Cross, Pack Tar and Lewis Hill, Win Hill right in the distance, the Nab, Ring and Roger, and we've got Grinsbrook down there. Oh, gorgeous morning. Right, we're nearly back in Edale now. What an absolute cracking night's camp. So yeah, bring back at the car. See you in a bit. So back at the car now. I'm going to turn up and get some breakfast and head back home. So yeah, it's been a successful wild camp. Quite enjoyed it. Didn't go very far, but just getting out, that was all about. So hopefully more to come in the coming weeks and months. So if you've got this far, thanks a lot. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. So I'll speak to you later. See you later.